Rani of Jhansi, a tale of women's empowerment. The warrior queen of Jhansi tells the true story of Lakshmi bai, the historic queen of Jhansi who fiercely led her army against the British East India Company in the infamous mutiny of 1857. Rani Lakshmi bai, the Rani of Jhansi, November 1828 to the 18th of June 1858, was the Maharani consort of the princely state of Jhansi in Maratha Empire from 1843 to 1853 by marriage to Maharaja Gangadhar Rao Newalkar. She was one of the leading figures in the Indian Rebellion of 1857, who became a national hero and symbol of resistance to the British rule in India for Indian nationalists. Born into a Karhata Brahmin family in Benares, Lakshmi bai married the Maharaja of Jhansi, Gangadhar Rao, in 1842. When the Maharaja died in 1853, the British East India Company under Governor-General Lord Dalhousie refused to recognise the claim of his adopted heir and annexed Jhansi under the Doctrine of Lapse. The Rani was unwilling to cede control and joined the rebellion against the British in 1857. She led the successful defence of Jhansi against Company allies, but in early 1858 Jhansi fell to British forces under the command of Hugh Rose. To escape on horseback and join the rebels in capturing Gwalior, where they proclaimed Nana Sahib as Peshwa of the revived Maratha Empire. She died in June 1858 after being mortally wounded during the British counterattack at Gwalior. Rani Lakshmi bai, or Rani Lakshmi bai, was born on the 19th of November 1828, some sources say 1835, in the town of Benares, now Varanasi, into a Karhata Brahmin family. She was named Manikarnika Tambe and was nicknamed Manu. Her father was Morapant Tambe and her mother Bhagirathi Saprit Bhagirathi bai. Her parents came from the Tambe village of the Guhagar Taluka located in the Ratnagiri district of modern-day Maharashtra. Her mother died when she was 4 years old. Her father was a commander during the War of Kalyanpranth. Her father worked for Peshwa Baji Rao II of Bithor district. The Peshwa called her Chabili, which means beautiful, and lively and cheerful. She was educated at home and was taught to read and write, and was more independent in her childhood than others of her age. Her studies included shooting, horsemanship, fencing, and Malakamba with her childhood friends Nana Sahib and Tantia Tope. Rani Lakshmi bai contrasted many of the patriarchal cultural expectations for women in India's society at this time. And she was known for her unique perspectives and her courage to fight against social norms even in front of the whole society. Rani Lakshmi bai was accustomed to riding on horseback accompanied by escorts between the palace and the temple, although sometimes she was carried in a palanquin. Her horses included Sarangi, Pavan and Bottle. According to historians, she rode Bottle when escaping from the fort in 1858. Manikarnika was married to the Maharaja of Jhansi, Gangadhar Rao Newalkar, in May 1842. And was afterward called Lakshmi bai, or Lakshmi bai, in honor of the Hindu goddess Devi Lakshmi and according to the Maharashtrian tradition of women being given a new name after marriage. In September 1851, she gave birth to a boy, later named Damodar Rao, who died 4 months after birth due to a chronic illness. The Maharaja adopted a child called Anand Rao, the son of Gangadhar Rao's cousin, who was renamed Damodar Rao, on the day before the Maharaja died. The adoption was in the presence of the British political officer who was given a letter from the Maharaja instructing that the child be treated with respect and that the government of Jhansi should be given to his widow for her lifetime. After the death of the Maharaja in November 1853, because Damodar Rao, born Anand Rao, was an adopted son, the British East India Company, under Governor-General Lord Dalhousie, applied the Doctrine of Lapse, rejecting Damodar Rao's claim to the throne and annexing the state to its territories. When she was informed of this she cried out, "Main apni Jhansi nahi doongi, I shall not surrender my Jhansi." In March 1854, Rani Lakshmi bai was given an annual pension of 60,000 rupees and ordered to leave the palace and the fort. According to Vishnu Bhatt Godse, the Rani would exercise at weightlifting, wrestling, and steeplechasing before breakfast. An intelligent and simply dressed woman, she ruled in a businesslike manner. And by the 2nd of April it was decided to launch an assault by a breach in the walls. 4 columns assaulted the defenses at different points and those attempting to scale the walls came under heavy fire. 2 other columns had already entered the city and were approaching the palace together. Determined resistance was encountered in every street and every room of the palace. Street fighting continued into the following day and no quarter was given, even to women and children. The Rani withdrew from the palace to the fort and after taking counsel decided that since resistance in the city was useless she must leave and join either Tatya Tope or Rao Sahib, Nana Sahib's nephew. According to tradition, with Damodar Rao on her back she jumped on her horse Badal from the fort. They survived but the horse died. The Rani escaped in the night with her son, surrounded by guards. The escort included the warriors Kuda Bash Basharat Ali Commandant Ghulam Ghaz Khan, Dust Khan, Lala Bao Bakshi, Moti Bai, Sundar Mundar, Kashi Bai, Diwan Raghunath Singh and Diwan Jawahar Singh. She decamped to Kalpi with a few guards, where she joined additional rebel forces, including Tatya Tope. They occupied the town of Kalpi and prepared to defend it. On the 22nd of May British forces attacked Kalpi. The forces were commanded by the Rani herself and were again defeated. The leaders, the Rani of Jhansi, Tatya Tope, the Nawab of Banda, and Rao Sahib, fled once more. They came to Gwalior and joined the Indian forces who now held the city. Maharaja Scindia having fled to Agra from the battlefield at Morar. They moved on to Gwalior intending to occupy the strategic Gwalior fort and the rebel forces occupied the city without opposition. The rebels proclaimed Nana Sahib as Peshwa of a revived Maratha dominion with Rao Sahib as his governor in Gwalior. The Rani was unsuccessful in trying to persuade the other rebel leaders to prepare to defend Gwalior against a British attack which she expected would come soon. General Rose's forces took Morar on the 16th of June and then made a successful attack on the city. On the 17th of June in Kota Ki Sarai near the Phul Bog of Gwalior, a squadron of the 8th King's Royal Irish Hussars, under Captain Henage, fought the large Indian force commanded by Rani Lakshmi bai, who was trying to leave the area. The 8th Hussars charged into the Indian force, slaughtering 5,000 Indian soldiers, including any Indian over the age of 16. They took 2 guns and continued the charge right through the Phul Bog encampment. In this engagement, according to an eyewitness account, Rani Lakshmi bai put on a Saur's uniform and attacked one of the hussars. She was unhorsed and also wounded, probably by his saber. Shortly afterward, as she sat bleeding by the roadside, she recognized the soldier and fired at him with a pistol, whereupon he dispatched the young lady with his carbine. According to another tradition, Rani Lakshmi bai, the Queen of Jhansi, dressed as a cavalry leader, was badly wounded. Not wishing the British to capture her body, she told a hermit to burn it. After her death, a few local people cremated her body. The British captured the city of Gwalior after 3 days. In the British report of this battle, Hugh Rose commented that Rani Lakshmi bai is personable, clever and beautiful, and she is the most dangerous of all Indian leaders. According to a memoir purporting to be by Damodar Rao, the young prince was among his mother's troops and household at the Battle of Gwalior. Together with others who had survived the battle, about 60 retainers with 60 camels and 22 horses, he fled from the camp of Rao Sahib of Bithur, and as the village people of Bundelkhand dared not aid them for fear of reprisals from the British, they were forced to live in the forest and suffer many privations.